The Sandcastle is one of those movies that you're either going to love or loathe. It's slow, ponderous, and for about an hour of its runtime, it's almost completely incoherent. You'll wonder what the hell is going on, all whilst drumming your fingers and trying to figure out what the point of it all is. However, there is a twist in this slow thriller that does change your perspective, making for an artistic, allegoric picture, but also one that tries to use this as a shield to paper over its fundamental issues. The story, if you can even call it that, centres on a family of four stuck on an idyllic island, where all is not as it seems. The majority of the movie is told through the eyes of imaginative Jana, who happily plays in the tall grass and down by the shore, creating and nurturing the sandcastle this movie is named after, all whilst continuing day after day to stave off the boredom. Jana is joined by her teenage brother Adam, who's more interested in chilling with his music player than getting involved with the family. Alongside these two, their parents Nabil and Yasmin try to find salvation and get rescued, which comes in the form of turning on the light inside a lighthouse every night in the hopes of someone finding them. The film intentionally confuses, adopting a somewhat non-linear structure, with some of the editing chopping and changing, making for an intentionally confusing watch. One scene of the lighthouse smoking and catching fire, for example, is then followed by one where the lighthouse is absolutely fine. There are also scenes that feel completely fantastical, like when Jana discovers something under the sand, but all of this is kept intentionally obfuscated until very late on, where a twist changes everything. Although the twist is a good one you won't see coming, allowing the final 15 minutes or so to get things moving, there is a slow, ponderous pace hanging over this one that requires a tremendous amount of patience to get there, and it's not helped that at times the movie is just outright boring. It doesn't help that the island is quite a small location, so naturally a lot of the same sets do pop up, including the interior of the lighthouse and the various scenes in the grass and down by the shore. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that, given we've seen films in the past even adopt a single set, but a Sandcastle doesn't make the most of its ensemble to make this beautiful location worth sticking around with. In fact, the Sandcastle doesn't add much in the way of compelling dialogue or characterization, with Nabil and Yasmin in particular very one-dimensional. Jana is your typical doe-eyed child too, shielded from the hopelessness the family find themselves faced with, but no effort is really made to craft this film into a proper journey until the final reveal. There are small glimmers of conflict, like when Adam exasperatedly tells his parents that what they're doing is pointless, leading to Nabil silently walking away, but these moments are infrequent and the film never feels like it wants to pull the trigger and develop the relationships between the characters in a meaningful way. Instead, this is very much a movie that wants to push its message first before anything else, so blindly that it forgets to bring in a mass appeal audience along for the ride. We see movies in the past pull off twists while also keeping you invested in the characters and story, but the Sandcastle unfortunately miserably fails to do any of that. Of course, this is very much a picture that the highbrow critics and those looking for an artistic, challenging piece are going to lap up. It's very weird and chock full of allegories, especially when you dissect the components of this and understand what the island is and who these people are. The wild editing and shaky camera work only reinforce all this, but the film was also lacking that one key ingredient: enjoyment. If you can go in with a lot of patience and get to the twist, you are rewarded slightly, but the ride there is so brutally slow, you'll wonder whether it was even worth it when the final credits roll round. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.